Testing one, two, testing. What's up, guys? What's up? Not too sure what's going on in my living room, but how you guys been? We're here. We're alive. God is great. Sun is beautiful. Everyone's been building their games. I see that. Ironically, because I'm about to head to the gym. but but I wanted to talk about today. Now, but I wanted to talk about today. This is a very interesting lesson that I was having a conversation about with a stranger. So he was telling me so this happened around after work. After work, head straight to the gym, and I was doing my typical arms day. Getting the pump and everything seemed to be fine. Then I met this guy. He looked like he was around in his 30s, maybe in his 20s, could be in his 30s. That's my random guess, right? So ironically, we were doing the exact same thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I can work with this. So I walked over, gave him a simple compliment and stuff, and we really had a good vibes. We had some things in common, but not all things too common. It was more like one of those like it was more like we kind of worked, but we need to know each other a little bit more to understand what that was, right? So he was telling me about this very important life lesson and what he learned throughout his time throughout his time working. Right now, I've been job hunting, trying to find. I've been job hunting. I've been trying different business ideas, but there's one lesson that I've heard time and time again is that stick to one business model. I know that may sound crazy, but when you stick to a business model that you're already good at, there's no point of just jumping from point A to point B just because. It usually takes time to slowly build up. It's like flipping this coin where like you have one in every 50-50 or one in every 50-50 slash 2.5% chance. The odds of a coin landing landing still is near to none. If I would have flipped this coin 100 times over, the odds of me getting heads and tails will be a reasonable range. Will be a reasonable same amount. It wouldn't make sense for me to just jump from business model to business model if I'm already doing something that as well. I think that's one of the main lessons I could definitely take away from that, and definitely as well, and definitely as I've grown more older, I'm starting to realize that into a different way. I also kind of realize that not just the business model, but the weight at the gym. The weight at the gym could determine on the mindset that you have. If you're just using the same weights and you're not really growing, then you're not gonna really, grow a lot of muscles. But that aside, though, I think ideally what we should all work on is what we're already good at and just maximize it to our advantage. We don't want to force ourselves to just go from point A to point B repetitively and understanding as well. The truth is that The honest truth is that the longer you stay where you are, and you keep telling yourself, "Oh, I'm gonna do this and that," and there's no proof, and there's no proof, and you're not doing it, you're gonna be at a standstill where like you made progress, but the line stays straight, like rolling this nickel down the street. You gotta you gotta break out of that. Leave hometown if you got to, and find another job, like I am. But I think we can all take this lesson to heart that we need to progress as well. I don't know. I thought something else happened, but no, no. Overall, I think this was a very important, a very valuable lesson that we can all take away from this. The best thing I can definitely give to everybody is that the more you grow, the more you do certain different things, the better. But you don't want to constantly do it over and over and over because over and over and over because it's gonna completely fall apart. Go in, see if you like it, and if it's not for you, switch out there immediately. That's what I usually do when it comes to jobs. I don't also like to stay there for too long, anyways. I'll stay there for a few months. I'll stay there for like about 3 months or 3 months, 6 months, 3 6 months, maybe a little more less. Then if I know if it's not for me, I'm out. I'm out. So I don't know why my sneakers were just chilling under the bed like that, but that's really is how I roll. Overall, it's not that bad when you think about it from that perspective. I need to go trim the sides of my head. But my hair is finally growing again. Thank God. The weather has been beautiful lately. The sun has been out more. The weather is no longer in this crazy 30, 40 shenanigans. So I'm definitely gonna see my hair pop out more as long as I stay consistent with my shampoo. But I'll leave it all for here. I hope we could all take this lesson to heart. You know, and that's that's really much about it. Like that's really much about it today. I'll probably come back tomorrow with more lessons, maybe more shadow boxings or something like that. Stay tuned.